I meal prep every week to save time and make healthy eating easier. It's meal prep day again. Today we're gonna prep quick, healthy, high protein meals. We're gonna prep breakfast, lunch, snack / dessert, and dinner. But first, we're gonna go to the grocery store to get the ingredients. For breakfast, we're gonna make blended lemon cheesecake overnight oats. If you don't like the texture of regular overnight oats, you have to try these out. They have a creamy, pudding-like texture. So we're just gonna add all the ingredients into the blender. For 4 servings, we need 2 cups of oats. And 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. And 2 cups of high protein Greek yogurt, which is 500 grams, so add this whole thing. I use this Greek yogurt which has 13 grams of protein per 100 grams, so it adds a lot of protein to these oats and makes them extra creamy. We also need 2 cups of milk. And 4 tablespoons of cream cheese for that cheesecake-like flavor. And 2 to 4 tablespoons of maple syrup for sweetness. And 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And zest of 1 lemon. And then we just blend until creamy. Next, we're just gonna pour the mixture into these glass jars, but you could also use containers. Then I like to add vanilla Greek yogurt or quark on top. And lastly, I add some berries on top. I like to use the recipe app to plan my meals. What I love is how easy it is to save my favorite recipes. I can add them straight from my website, my notes app, or even from my Instagram and YouTube videos. Everything stays organized in one place. I also use Recipe to build my grocery list. It automatically pulls the ingredients from the recipes I've saved, so I don't miss anything when I shop. I added this week's meal prep recipes to the app and added them to my meal plan. And when I press add to grocery list, it adds all the ingredients I need for the meals to my grocery list. It's convenient since it sorts the ingredients by aisle. It seriously makes meal prepping so much easier and faster, and I have my go-to recipes in the same place. If you're looking to simplify your meal planning, check out Recipe. I'll leave the link in the description. Thank you so much, Recipe, for sponsoring this video. For lunch, we're going to prep tunacado sandwiches inspired by the viral sandwich from Juice. So I have some tuna here in the bowl. Next, we're gonna add chopped green onions. I should have taken a bigger bowl. And chopped jalapenos and lemon juice. And Greek yogurt. And 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. and 3 teaspoons of light mayo, pinch of salt, and pepper. And then we just stir to combine. I store this in an airtight container in the fridge, and then I build the sandwiches just before serving. First, I add some pesto, and then the tuna mixture, and avocado, and tomato, and sliced jalapeno. And here's the ready sandwich. For a snack, we're gonna make high-protein chocolate cheesecake mousse in a blender. First, we're gonna add 3 cups of high-protein cottage cheese. If you aren't the biggest fan of cottage cheese, don't worry, it just gives it a cheesecake-like flavor and lots of protein. Next, we need 6 tablespoons of unsweetened cacao powder, and 4 to 6 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then if you want to add extra protein, you can add 6 tablespoons of chocolate protein powder. And then we blend until creamy. For dinner, we're going to prep quick bowls with hummus. So we're going to start by making the homemade hummus. So I have some chickpeas here in the blender. Next, we're going to add lemon juice, and olive oil, and tahini, and 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and salt. Now we are cooking lean ground beef. Season it with oregano, dried basil, ground cumin, salt, and pepper. Meanwhile, I also cooked some rice and it should be ready now. And here's the ready dinner. Simple, but so delicious. I store all the ingredients in these containers. So I have the rice and the ground beef here, and then I added crumbled feta on top, and the vegetables are on this side so they won't get soggy. I don't recommend adding the olives next to the cucumbers because then the cucumbers won't stay nice and crisp. I store the hummus in these small containers. Here are all the ready meals. I add the written recipes to the description box as always. If you're looking for more easy meal prep recipes, check out my meal prep ebook, which has 80 healthy and high protein recipes with nutritional info. I hope you tried the recipes. Enjoy!